Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome to Can You Imagine Sisyphus Happy? This is a bit of a meme game, at least that's what I got from the information I received on Reddit, and it's about Sisyphus. And streaming? Yeah, that's the big question mark I had. But yeah, I made a comment on Reddit, and well, the developer replied and sent me a key for the demo. We're going to go ahead and try this. They said it is still a bit buggy, so if we run into bugs, that's going to be fine. We'll see how it kind of goes, but let's go ahead and start game. The struggle itself towards the heights is enough to fill a human heart. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. Okay, so we click on things, or do we? Oh, we click on the rock to push it. Okay, so we go ahead and get viewers for us pushing. I could do an auto clicker, not gonna bother with Medusa's be a microwave. So we do actually have a Twitch chat. I saw that in the little preview thing there. So we actually have jumps that we could do. Oh, it is up to jump. Okay. I can do that. That's interesting. So that gets us extra viewers, which I think gets us extra money as well. And this is going to be a QTE style game, I believe. I'm just not sure how easy this is going to be to do, because I think at a certain point we have to type, which means I don't have all my hands for that. So we're just trying to get more viewers, which gets us more money, which allows us to upgrade stuff. We're going to go ahead and just upgrade that again. Get more viewers if possible. I don't know if that 450 is per second or what, or if that's like the viewer strength impact. I don't know. Oh no, that's total views, but I don't know what the 450 represents. But yes, Sisyphus can go forever. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my push thing as much as possible. There we go. That should start getting us a little bit more money faster. So that's always solid. Oh, we have to give up that many viewers for it. Okie dokie. So we give... Okay, so you upgrade it based on the number of viewers. I'm trying to figure out what it's wanting here, but I'm assuming jump is just going to be a normal kind of upgrade thing. There we go, donated $1. Oh, we messed up because we got to spin one. So you can't just mash on it. Okay. Okay, so left, right. We are at night now. Okay, so I'm guessing spin is going to just give us more resources. This is going to be chaotic. Okay, so I think by the end of this, what we're going to end up doing is actually having our hands on the keyboard typing stuff for the most part. Okay, so it is an incremental game. And you have to like notice whenever it's going to be completing the little stack there. And yeah. Oh no, and do we lose viewers for that? I think we might. Go and upgrade our push. Do we actually go back down the hill if we fail those? Okay, so now we can actually get the roll going, which I'm guessing is a type one. The time has passed. Life has changed. Oh, and we're on to the copying machine. Cool. And each of these seems to speed us up. I pressed the wrong button there. Is this a joke? I mean, yeah, of course it is. So it's right, down, left. This is going to get really, like, requiring a lot of concentration, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'm going to get really stuck on, like, one of these parts where I'm trying to type these in. Okay, so we don't really need to be pushing with the click anymore. We could do an auto clicker, and yeah, there's us falling down. Lovely. Back to square one. I wonder if there's an achievement for getting, like, perfect. Of course, we could just push and just go up like that. And the income per second is actually pretty solid. Oh, we need to have that many viewers for it to charge up. Okay. No, I guess not. Oh, no. I don't know what it's expecting from us. Because these keep graying out as well. I'm just not sure what it wants from us with it whenever it is going to trigger them. Because I'm not always seeing the bar. Maybe these are like requests from the viewers and I'm just not keeping track of them on the right. I am having trouble watching everything that's going on. That is for certain. I'll probably see things whenever I'm watching back for editing purposes. But for those of you that don't know, I do actually watch the videos back. So let's go ahead and go roll. Okay, so we get another evolution. It's going to be nighttime. Let's go ahead and get spins. Can we actually get the backflip today? Probably. If I had to take a wild guess. Oh, I missed the jump. So it goes on to a cooldown, it seems. And I have a feeling we're going to have to actually type backflip if I'm judging the actual Steam page information correctly. Now, it would not be hard to set up a script to actually do all this for me. Where I could just press a single button for them, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to cheat the game. And now we have backflip. Do I actually bother doing backflip? Probably not. Oh, backflip is 4 buttons. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking backflip was going to be a typing thing. I would like a typing game. Oh, okay. So we have, oh, now it's jump. Intriguing. Okay, so now this is the typing thing I was thinking of. This I can get behind. Because I like typing, as you guys know from my reviews. And since it's predictable words, we just get really good at typing them. Backflip is actually a weird one to type quickly because of the finger movements, but it's fine. Because it's very little on the home row. Whereas a lot of these are different fingers, whereas backflip is a bit more jumpy, if you will. Obviously, I'm probably going to do better at this part than I did with the arrow keys, because there's more visual distinction as well as to which one you are on. So that works out good for me. So this is my Sisyphus moment. Climbing the hill with typing. I can relate to that one. I am curious as to how far the demo and the full game is going to go. And I really am curious as to what kind of stuff we are going to see going on with it. Because I would like to see some more variety added to it. Because right now, this is looking like it's going to be definitely a one and done type deal. Unless there is a twist thrown in later. So I should probably upgrade my stuff up there. But at the moment, we're doing fine. We're just growing constantly. We have so much money right now. Okay, jump. Oh, yeah. Well, we just failed that one. No! Give me my stuff back. We've upgraded things. There you go. Get that momentum going again. Ta-da! Yeah, stopping to click on that is a little bit frustrating. I kind of wish there was a hotkey I could press for it to just do auto upgrades. What does that do? That does nothing. Don't want to lose that one. Yeah, I'm slightly curious if there's a button they could include for you, like maybe make the space bar auto buy from left to right. That would make sense to me. Okay, that one's gonna... Does it seem like they're taking longer the more we upgrade them? I'm not entirely sure. We're just gonna keep... Oh, I pressed the wrong button there. I don't know what I think I was going for a roll at the moment. I don't know why. My brain was just like, oh, it's on roll now. Because they're on different timers. We're going to actually have them not in a specific order. Unless you want to like really extrapolate it out to a certain point of the timers. Backflip is a really easy one to spot. The other ones are all 4 letters, so it's a very easy one to get them kind of messed up on if you really don't pay attention. Oh, I lightly pressed the FLI and then hit the P. I was like, nope. Actually, let's go ahead and get our upgrades real quick. You guys just do your own thing. Whenever you miss one... I've been used to typing on my laptop, if you guys are curious as to why I only lightly pressed it. Now, is there an end to the demo? That, I don't know. And you can't go back and retype something, so it's like one mess up and you are rolling back down. Wonder how far... I really do wonder how far this expects us to go on, or is it just an endless runner? Which actually is an entire genre in and of itself. So let's go ahead and roll that. Spin. Jump. Yeah, I don't know. We shall see. I don't know how far we have to get in a given day to get to another level either. And I do want... They're gonna... If it is an endless runner, you are gonna need more variety in the levels. Currently, we are at the printer level. I haven't even looked over to the right to see what all is popping up over there. I'm gonna have to check that, make sure nothing obscene goes through. But I don't think there is. They're dumping a bunch of money on it. But it is absolutely an incremental thing. And we do have, like, the fake Twitch background going on there. Oh, here I can... Oh, can I upgrade those? Yes. While we're here. So, as far as my eyes go, my eyes are pretty much fixed on the center. So this definitely makes it more of a streamer-oriented game. Completely different, a new loop. Oh, we've got even further. Oh, what? Oh, this is rougher for me. We're just like nesting. So I'm curious as to what it is going to be like in the long run, because there's only so far you can nest this. This is like a restream. Or a react stream, almost. So we have that going on. Yeah, my brain is just like, okay, which ones of these do I press right now? Because it is just not there. Because my brain does not work in arrows. It's been, God, 30 years since I played a game that consistently used arrows for anything. For those of you that are wondering, yes, there are games that I have done like one-offs of since then that do. Like Eye of the Beholder, I did a game sampler of a while back. I will actually probably play through those with a guide, just as a nod back to the classic D&D games. But they are definitely something that I am not in practice with anymore. I am a WASD controller these days. I don't think this will accept WASD. Now, this one might actually technically be easier for some people because you have visual distinction of 1 key, 3 key, 2 key. They're all a given pattern. But my brain, the way it works is I have to look at every single arrow, and the arrows themselves don't process as quickly as the letters. That is entirely a me thing. I pressed up. We got scooshed. Bye, cruel world. Now, another thing we could just do with this is literally just go the route of push, push, push constantly to go faster. Oddly enough, this is going to be like not even recent news kind of thing. It reminds me of J Max Farlands or Bust kind of vibe. Because that's a Sisyphean task as well. Except he is actually, if I remember correctly, he's maybe a year out from beating that. If that. He's only a few million blocks away. I don't know what the upgrades on this will be like. We need to keep rolling, one push at a time. I mean, I'm going to buy my upgrades while we are here. Okay, so we go like that. I do wonder what the next text upgrade is going to be. They might actually mix up the letters. That would be an interesting little twist on it. At the moment, not terribly concerned about that. I do wonder if there is an actual end to the demo. It would be kind of ironic, in a sense, if there is. Simply because a Sisyphean task generally is considered being endless. Because he is doomed to endlessly push a rock up a hill. Which, in the case of how they were approaching it on Reddit, this game was definitely geared towards approaching streamers from the aspect of, hey, streaming itself is a Sisyphean task. And to an extent, it is. I kind of have to agree with that one on a level. There is always more growth to be had, as long as the platform has the space for growth. And the niche has the space for growth. But there is a certain point, and no creator will ever actually acknowledge whether they've hit this point or not. There is a certain point where you are fine to call it accomplished. If not done, accomplished. Because once you reach the point where you can sustain yourself off of it, then you are growing solely to achieve goals beyond just growth, if that makes sense. Unless growth is the only thing you care about. For me, if I reach a properly sustainable point, my goal is literally just get other people into the hobby of creating content, and also to help out a handful of friends. If I got like mega huge, we're talking like Markiplier kind of huge, I would probably like specifically just hire friends to do things so that they could have a happier life. I know that's kind of a weird mentality, and I know that to an extent some people will share that mentality with me. But my goal is not to get rich off of YouTube. My goal is to have a roof over my head, food in my belly, and the people I cared about, and taken care of. So they too can have a happy life. I don't understand the drive to accumulate billions of dollars other than just like, the only comprehension I can have for that is just greed. Yes, money makes money. And if you are a mega billionaire or closing in on a trillionaire, yes, that money can be used to make you more money. And yes, you do end up getting free stuff if you have billions of dollars, because by then you're probably a bit of a celebrity. Can you imagine Sisyphus happy? Sure. Oh god, it's layered again. We're back to typing. This is a game dev studio. Game dev is a bit less of a Sisyphean task. You can put it down and just still earn some residuals from it. Obviously, at a certain point, you do run out of momentum on your old games. But then you make another game. You are not constantly just going to be making the same game, unless you are doing something like Minecraft or something like that, which I do not recommend. I mean, Minecraft itself is fine. I think I button mashed and hit a different button along the way. I fat fingered it. But yeah. I would not recommend making a game akin to my oh, might be button not working. I don't recommend making a game akin to Minecraft. That was lightning in a bottle. You could make it if you enjoy that type of game, but you're going to be competing against a game as a platform, which is a major challenge. There's been very few games that have been able to match that and survive. The only one that's immediately coming to mind is freaking Roblox, and we already know what Roblox turned into. Do I ever plan to play Roblox? Probably not. I find it predatory. Only reason I would play it would be to have background footage for another video on the exploitation of Roblox, kids in Roblox. Yes, I'm stopping to take a drink. Game's gonna get mad at me. How many did I miss? A ton. I do wish there were more abilities added. Right now, it is getting kind of repetitive as far as what I'm putting in. I find myself mildly mentally disengaging from it. And yes, they did ask me to critique it as well. It's probably not going to get a video on the main channel, because unless it's maybe like a short or something like that. Whereas on the Let's Play channel, we can show off stuff like this and have an actual proper commentary and discussion on it. Now, I do wish, if they were to do this with more of these options, I would put them actually at the bottom. Because right now we are reaching a point where that bottom left feels extremely empty. Yes, I do see the game dev folders, and I think that is actually Godot? I don't remember whether that's... I don't think it's Unity. One push at a time. And obviously, if they wanted to take these same assets and push them further, the way I would do it is actually introduce more interim stages between the borders. Simply put, you'd have ancient rock, the machine pushing it up the stairs, and then you'd have, say, a future one. Or you could add interims. You could have it be a rock into, say, ancient Egypt, then medieval, then modern. You could add Victorian in there somewhere. Basically, major societal situations. You could even go across the world rather than through time for some of them. You could have one travel across the world in one era and then travel across the world in the next era. That would actually be kind of fun from a historical perspective. It would be a lot more work to do that, because then you'd have to set up visual assets to actually kind of fit that. So it's one of those things where there are directions it could go. This is feels very much like a proof of concept rather than a finished game in itself. Even though I could see myself doing a playthrough of this or even passing it as a typing exercise. That is actually a good direction for this, by the way. And one reason why I actually promote having more options floating around across the top and having a hotkey for upgrading. So you could have these and you make it so you actually type upgrade or something to upgrade, or a space to upgrade. That itself would be a good thing. And obviously you'd actually have to have space not cause you to be... Oh. Jump just interrupted my backflip? What? You jerks. I'm gonna do my upgrades real quick. There we go. Grab those. And now we roll. Oh. Bite me, game. And then we just keep upgrading. I do want to see what comes after this one, or if it's just the end of the demo, because this is the highest I saw in the Steam page information. My goal was to get past the screenshots provided, or to at least reach the end of them. Now, as far as the demo, I don't think it's going to be out as of the time that I am actually covering this. So you guys are going to have to wishlist it or go check it out. Your sales. What's the next one? Imagine Sisyphus happy. There's not another step out. So this feels like we may have reached the end of the demo. Because we don't have another iterance. Unless... no, we don't actually have another iteration. There isn't another zoom out. So I think we go through one more rotation and call it there. I don't even know how long we've been going because I haven't looked over at the time. Only 30 minutes. But it is a pretty quick game. This feels like it would be a good palate cleanser between games as well. For those of you that are curious. If this is actually another fun thing that you could do, Dev. Twitch integration with a game like this. Because I can only imagine a typing game where people can queue up chat demands. Now, obviously, you'd have to limit it. Or filter it. Oh, I just pressed the wrong button there. I meant to press R, press F. You'd have to limit what they could put in. That's just a plain and simple thing. Obviously, you could just have it limited to the things on screen, but you would run into the issue that I'm running into here, where it's just the same words over and over again. That's another reason. I pressed J for jump. That's another reason why you'd want more commands on screen. You could even make it so that if you did have a Twitch integration mode, the streamer could put in a list of, say, what, 10, 15 words and let their viewers redeem that. I don't know how many Twitch integration tools there are for Godot. I do know that there's a number for Unity, and I do know that there's a number for Unreal, so it wouldn't surprise me if there's some for Godot. Or you could get your own, which probably is a bit of a pain to code unless you are actually seasoned at working with platform APIs. Because there are different ways to read chat. Some of them are more delayed than others. And I'm getting... Oh, wait. Do we actually have... Okay, so we can zoom in and out. This is like the ultimate zoom out. And I wish there was a... Is there a timer on these that it shows how long this has on it? No. I do think a way to visually indicate how long you have left to type it so people don't just end up getting ambushed mid-word would be to have the white that is behind it. Like the white area where you have the count, have that have a different color that kind of scrolls to the left to count down how long you have to type it. I know it does a fade, but it cuts you off before that fade completes. And I think, yeah, we'll get to the end of the office section and call it there. Because I do think that we have reached the end of demo content. Because we're not getting new things. I suppose I could try and look over on the right and see the chat. But for the most part, I would have trouble seeing what I'm supposed to type if I did that, especially with how frequent we have these kind of popping through. The only one I'd be able to recognize would be backflip from peripheral vision. And I do try and look over to the right every now and then, but I am failing horrible. It's like half the time I make a mistake. And I was about to say, where's our next word? That one had a bit of a gap on it. Now, it would be nice if there was an indicator as to what the upgrades actually did. I'm guessing that they increased the rewards and speed increase, but I could be wrong. Because I don't know if it's actually increasing our growth at all. I don't think it is. It very well could be, but... and we have 98 million over there. But we don't have a good break point for doing this stuff. I'm going to go ahead and get these right now while it's kind of like kicking around. I almost just did backflip wrong. I had to stop myself from pressing one letter before the other because I'm typing left and right-handed. So I'll sometimes accidentally press one letter ahead of the other. Although it is worth noting, generally speaking, whenever I take typing tests, I have about 97% accuracy. Which I don't know if that's good or not, but it is what it is. And depending on the day, I can get 100 and some odd words per minute pretty easily. Like 120 is not unheard of for me. Although when I'm tired, it can drop down to like 60. Or if I'm trying to think as I type, I will end up in weird points. Does this have another one? Yeah, this is just the end of it. That's the end of the demo. It's repeating its text over there. Overall, I find it kind of fun. I like typing games, though. I need to actually play more typing games on the channel now I think about it. There's a few good ones out there that I do like showing off. I do like playing. They don't tend to get a lot of views because, well, they're typing games, for God's sake. But, yeah. I think we're going to call it there. Keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath, and I will see you guys next time with some more incremental or odd stuff. Big suggestions, more words. And possibly lulls in between each stage so you can do your upgrades. Because it does get a little frantic. Which is normal for games like this, but still. I will see you guys next time.